Hi, legends. Hope you're all having a beautiful day. Let's analyze the price of Bitcoin. And as per the thumbnail, we are in a very fragile area. And I'll show you guys exactly why I'm saying that we are in an extremely fragile area over here. Okay. Getting some notifications. Anyways, legends. There's also another altcoin that I'm looking at that's potentially giving us some hints. Very dangerous place here at the moment. And smash up the like on your way in. Welcome everyone that's joining here at the moment. Mr. Dev, how's it going? Welcome, Mr. Dev. Welcome to the live stream. Mr. Crypto Big Brains. See, you got a little spanner there next to your name. What happened? Hi, Devil. Hi, Legends. Welcome to the live stream. Thanks for joining. MK1 Alexander. Yes, that must be the confusion that I'm referring to. Right, let's dive into the analysis, legends. I'm just looking at CVD over here. I actually posted a short little trade here on our Discord Legends trading community where I was basically looking at this price action, and it looked like we wanted to swing failure here from the high. Okay, it looked like we wanted to swing failure. We rolled down and then we came back up. Short, small little trade. As traders, you know, I just want to highlight, we don't win them all. I get stopped out all the time, right? But I will tell you guys one thing, okay? When I get stopped out, this was the trading plan that I highlighted to the Legends community here, is to say that, you know, it looked like a beautiful SFP here from the high. There's some local Bearish building up here, okay? And this was the trading setup. I entered. As soon as we got acceptance back below, I had a relatively tight stop loss and I got stopped out. Okay, that's part of the game. As a trader, I get stopped out many times. But what keeps me in the game and that what keeps me successful and profitable is that when I get stopped out, I lose very little capital. I mean, still 4-4 risk to reward, and stop loss was 0.77% away. So a small loss, okay, for potential big gains. So in the next trade, my profits, hopefully, okay, will make up any loss that I'm taking here from a trading perspective. So it's good risk management that keeps us in the game. I think a lot of people out there think that successful day traders don't get stopped out. We get stopped out all the time. Andy gets stopped out all the time. I get stopped out all the time, right? But it's when we get the winning trade that makes up for all the stop losses and it puts some profits in the bag for us. And we never risk more than what we can afford to lose. Right, so I just wanted to share that we also get stopped out, okay? Not every single trade is a successful trade. Right. Legends, the thing I wanted to discuss today quickly, okay? Just do a recap of where we are. I do see a lot of confusion in the market at the moment. I do see a lot of bearish news in the market. I see let's go check it out actually. Let's see fear and greed index. I haven't actually looked at this in a while. Bitcoin, is it this one? Extreme fear. Here you can see, I mean, the fear and greed indicator is, I mean, what we need to see over here, right? Extreme fear. There's a lot of fear in the market, and some smart investors, right, will buy up the fear, right? When everyone is fearful, no one wants to buy, you have the smart money buying over here, especially when you start hitting extreme fear on the fear and greed index. Okay, Legends, also remember, if you'd like to come trade with me, this 15% bonus, okay, where you get 15% cash back on Bluffin, is not going to last very long. I think there's 6 more days left, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see how many days are left. 5 more days left, right? 5 more days left, Legends. Go take advantage of this offer. Use the link down in the description to sign up. No KYC required. And also, this is where you register for the competition. And I see we are 9th place in the top 10. It looks like we're going to share a little portion of that $300,000 prize pool. And you also qualify for that 15% cash back on the money that you put inside your futures trading account. Okay. Right, legends. Let's go back here onto the price of Bitcoin. Let's just take quickly stock of where we are. What I am seeing quickly before I dive into the larger time frame, I know I'm jumping up and down over here. The one thing that I am seeing over here is that I knew that one of two things was going to happen over here. Okay, so when I zoom into this price action over here, okay, it looked like we were failing to break out here from a trend line perspective. And this is also why I entered a short over here. It looked like we were failing, and then we closed a 15-minute body of the candle above, so it looks like it wants to gain steam here to the upside. Also, the reason I entered with less capital, okay, when I'm unsure, and I will typically sometimes enter with less capital, is because, okay, we've tapped the range high multiple times. When you have a big dump to the downside, the first high that you make is considered the range high, and it works in reverse. When you have a movement to the downside, then it's the range low. We tapped it once, and you want to see price move away, okay? And then we tapped it for a second time, and then we started trading above, which increases the probabilities of coming to fill the inefficiency, okay? And now it looks like we want to move up here. So I wouldn't be surprised if we move up here, okay, and come and fill the inefficiency and potentially swing failure from these highs over here, okay? Right, let's see how this plays out. Legends, what you want to see from this structure, okay? And I'm going to dive a little bit more in detail and show you guys why this is so important. What you really want to see from this structure over here. I cannot explain to you guys or express to you how important this is. We want to see a bullish structure. So regardless of whether this is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and maybe this is a larger corrective move, or we're just going to continue the momentum here to the upside to go and fill the inefficiency. If we come down, okay, when we come down, you really want to see us form a higher low. Okay, you really want to see that for continuation to the upside. And the reason I say that, legends, is because of Ethereum. Okay, Ethereum is in a very, very dangerous place. And if Bitcoin is going to lose momentum over here, because you know that the alts bleed to the downside as soon as Bitcoin takes a dump, okay? So perhaps there's a couple of scenarios that can play out here. So scenario number one is we break out here and momentum continues to the upside. Thank goodness we are saved, okay? You want the structure to remain bullish. We have to acknowledge that we have hit critical support levels and strong support levels here. The value area high of the bull run from 2021. Okay, and I will go into the high time frame levels in terms of what we've hit over here. We've claimed massive amounts of liquidity at $50,000. Do you guys remember that liquidity that was lying there that we've been talking about for months and months and months? Okay, just a little bit of education for those of you that's new here that hasn't seen me do this. Remember, here on coinglass.com, you can go to the liquidity heat map. What I like to do is I click on symbol. Okay, it just gives me cleaner price action, and then I will go and change this to model 2. Okay, the symbol basically means that it looks at all of the liquidity across all exchanges. If you say pair here, for example, it will highlight the different exchanges that you would like to look at. So I like to select symbol so that I can get an holistic view of all the liquidity. Right, just a little bit of education, because I do get questions quite often from people saying that I don't know how to use this, please can you make a tutorial? So I'll try and work in some education while I use some of the tools over here. Right, legends, so let's go back to the 6 months. I think it's on the 6 month that we can see that liquidity. Let me zoom up so everyone can see. Here you can see a massive amount of liquidity was grabbed. And typically what happens, especially when you grab so much liquidity, is that what happens usually when you grab a lot of liquidity like this, you get a bounce, right? And hopefully this bounce will be a bullish bounce in continuation to the upside, because of what I want to share with you guys on Ethereum, okay? You kind of want this to be the low, right? Because then some of the bearish scenarios are going to kick in. Some very nasty bearish scenarios are going to start kicking in. Okay, so legends, but as you can see, massive amount of liquidity on top. So I mean, are we really going to go into a bear market and go in $30,000, $25,000 like some of the analysts are calling, just leave this liquidity behind and just fall down from here? Okay, it's a question that needs answering, right? Okay, so legends, I can tell you guys now, if we get acceptance back below the trend, okay, potential short opportunity. Just saying, this could either be a retest or we're going to get acceptance back below the trend. Right, what I would like to see from the structure over here, to be honest with you guys, I would like to see us falling down here and make a higher low, because then it looks like a beautiful impulsive structure for continuation to the upside. I would like to see a higher low over here, but I mean, we can't continue to come and fill the inefficiency that I've just highlighted. Okay, let's go back here onto the daily. Let's talk where we are. Let's just take stock of where we are. Now, you guys will see I've got a lot of lines over here. Yes, that CME gap that I spoke about this morning in my video update. For some reason, a lot of people said that they didn't get the notification. It seems that there was a problem with YouTube. I saw a lot of people releasing videos today, not just crypto related, and no notifications went out. So I think YouTube had a little bit of a problem. So for those of you that didn't get the notification, unfortunately outside of my control. Okay, legends, we have to acknowledge here is the bull run of 2021, okay? And it's basically a fixed range profile during this entire bull run that I pulled over here, okay? And then you get a value area high, you get a point of control where the most amount of volume was traded, and you get a value area low, okay? Very important levels, and we also use these levels from a scalping perspective on the 5-minute, 15-minute, 1-hour time frame as well. And you can see that we tapped at level 2 perfection. We grabbed all of that beautiful liquidity here at the bottom. So the question is the bottom in? There's also another thing from a trading perspective that traders look at, is to say that usually when you have a high volume candle like this, okay, it usually signifies the end or the start of something new, right? And this is an insane bearish candle over here. So hopefully this is signifying the start of something great, okay? Hopefully. Right. Okay, legends. So you can see, okay, that we have tapped a critical level. And really what you do not want to see is you do not want to see us fall down here and start closing high time frame candles below this line. That then increase the probabilities that you're going to come back to the bottom of the range. Okay, it's just a game of probabilities. Yes, you can have a bounce, definitely, and I do see this point of control as a bouncing area that could take you back outside the range. Okay, but because you are inside the range, it increases probabilities that you could get a bounce, a rejection, and then you come to the bottom of the channel. Exactly what happens here. Okay, so if I take a fixed range profile for this entire zone that we've been in for now, okay, you can see when you tap the top, you go to the bottom. You reject by the point of control, you go back to the bottom, right? You get acceptance back above, you go to the top. You get acceptance back inside, you go to the bottom. You guys can see how powerful these ranges are. Extremely powerful, right? So you do not want to see us come back inside of this range. Let me just take all the scribble out. Okay, cool, legends. Let me just gather my thoughts over here. So on the price of Bitcoin, let's go into the 8-hour. There's a couple of scenarios that can play out over here, okay? We either, okay, find continuation here to the upside. We fill the CME gap, this historical CME gap that basically has a gap on either side, okay? It's never happened on Bitcoin where you have two gaps aligned that has not been filled, okay? And then we make a lower high and we continue momentum to the downside. What you would like to see is a higher low Okay, like we were hoping for this structure. We were really hoping that this structure was going to be bullish. So every time we have to build a new structure to confirm bullish momentum to the upside. So we built a nice bullish structure here to the upside, and then we took the low. Now we have to build a new bullish structure to confirm momentum back to the upside. So what you would like to see is a beautiful, like what happened here, 1 2 1 2 3 4 5 4 5, and then you have an A B C to the downside that took the low. So next structure that needs to form is, impulses here to the upside, and it needs to form a higher low. And once that higher low is in, then okay, it's game on. Not the weakness during this entire move here to the downside. When you go onto CVD on the smaller time frames, you will see that there was continuous bearish CVD building up, confirming more momentum here to the downside. Even when we hit that 786 level over here, I still saw bearish CVD, and I was like, crap, this doesn't look good. This really doesn't look good. Okay, and then obviously we took the low, we grabbed the liquidity, and now what we want to see is a formation of another, hopefully a bullish structure. So legends, I think highest probability, what we want to see over here, okay, is potentially go up, you close the CME gap, you make a higher low, and we continue. Right, another scenario that can play out is that we close the CME gap, we take the low again, but you want to see us get out of the zone as quickly as possible. So you want to see a swing failure pattern, okay? You want to see a wick left behind on the larger time frames. You don't want to see a body of a candle close inside the value area high. And we need to motor out of here. Okay, so that is still fine. You grab the liquidity, and then you start because this structure is not bullish, now you need to build a new structure to confirm bullish momentum to the upside. But I mean, if we do grab this low again and we have a nice little SFP just leaving a wick behind, I will be there longing. If I'm not sleeping and I'm in front of the charts, I will definitely be there longing. Okay, but if we close high time frame candles below, ain't gonna look good. Okay, so what I also wanted to share with everyone over here is to say that let's look at Ethereum. Okay, and this is what's scaring me a little bit here at the moment. Okay, and perhaps fear is a good thing, all right, because that's where the smart money buys, is the fear. When I look at the structure here on Ethereum, this structure over here, you can see how well this parallel channel has been respected. Okay, it's tapped the high, beautiful connection here with the lows. It had a small deviation here at the bottom, but we got acceptance back above. We tapped the top, and now we are at the bottom. Okay, legends, what you would like to see here for this bottom formation over here is you do not want to see ETH. Can you guys see that I have an invalidation line over here? Okay, basically ETH is at the last line in the sand. It literally is at the last line in the sand. If Ethereum taps this invalidation area over here, okay, it's going to be very difficult to find more bullish structures here to the upside from where price is at the moment. We could be coming down to much lower levels at around about $1,500 ETH, okay, and maybe there we'll have a chance. Okay, so if we're still going to see a nice explosion from ETH where it is right now, here to the upside, potentially coming to tap the top of the range or the channel here again at $6,000. Okay, let's give or take $6,000. If you still want to see a $6,000 ETH from where price is at the moment, it should not tap that invalidation line. And it's, you know, there's a lot of Elliott wave scenarios, but the best way that I can explain it is that when you have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to the upside, okay, Elliott wave theory states that this wave over here, the 4, okay, the fourth wave over here is not allowed to go into the territory of the first wave. It's not allowed to. That's a rule for Elliott wave theory. It is not allowed to. Okay. So now when I zoom into this structure, do you guys see what I see over here? Okay. That line is connected with the high over here, which is a 1, 2. So this retracement, if we are still speculating on a 1, 2, 3, 4, and another explosion here to the upside, you can see how close we got. We almost tapped that invalidation. almost. And I do see that some technical analysts are saying that it's already been invalidated. Okay, they think ETH is going to fall down, right? I'm saying I think we still have a chance, but it needs to turn around here. It cannot tap this level, right? And that's why it's so important for Bitcoin to remain bullish here to the upside and not come and smash down again. So perhaps if Bitcoin fills the CME gap and it SFPs from the low, worst case scenario, okay, ETH will still remain bullish, and maybe dominance will protect the alts. That's what I'm hoping for. Okay, maybe if I zoom in into the 4-hour time frame over here, because I have seen it. Okay, I have seen where if Bitcoin does this, I have seen on some occasions what some of the altcoins will do is they will make a higher low. Where Bitcoin is sweeping the lows, some of the altcoins will make a higher low because the dominance will drop and it will protect the altcoins. Money will flow into the altcoins, protecting them. Okay, so what you would like to see for Ethereum is a higher low, because we can't really SFP from this low over here, because then we're going to tap the invalidation, right? So I hope this makes sense. Smash up the like for the education over here. If you guys enjoy the alpha, it's your ways to show love towards the channel. Okay. So legends, I really want to see a higher low over here, and I'll go through the comments in a moment. For ETH to remain bullish, you know, it's currently got acceptance back inside the channel, which is great. It's got acceptance back inside the channel, but if it comes back for a retracement, you really want to see ETH make a higher low and not tap the invalidation. Okay, so now let's talk about the bearish case scenario. Okay, what if ETH does tap the invalidation? The least bearish scenario that I have, this is the least bearish scenario. Okay, if I go back here onto the daily time frame, let's just zoom out, just look at this whole structure. Is a potential, okay, like I've highlighted with Bitcoin ironically this morning as well, is the potential WXY. Okay, so the lowest or the highest target for a WXY, and a Y can go down much lower, is that you basically take a fib extension from the high to the bear market lows to this high over here. Okay, you put your fib extension over there. Okay, I've already actually put it there, so I can delete this one. Okay, now what you can see is the 0.618 in confluence with this 0.618 over here as well. This is regardless if this is a WXY here to the downside. This is a common Y wave target. It can go down lower. This is one of the first targets. Okay, so maybe we will get $1,500 ETH. It loses the structure over here, taps the invalidation, and maybe here we start getting a bounce back to the upside. Right, so the least bearish case scenario that I see here on ETH, if it taps this invalidation area over here, is $1,500. Okay, it does have beautiful support in the zone over here, right? You have the highs, you have resistance, you have consolidation areas. You can see how it acted as support, and we haven't tapped it yet. So let's see how this plays out. Right, Mr. Andy, welcome to the live stream. If you guys have not seen Andy's channel, absolute legend. Thanks for destroying the like button. Andy's link for his channel is down in the description. Okay, so legends, critical level here on the price of Ethereum. Okay, and the bearish scenario that I've just shared with you guys is the least bearish scenario, because there are other Y wave targets here to the downside, and then we're not even going to talk about the WXY. Okay, I just want to make sure that I've got all the levels marked out. Make sure that I've got it on the right settings over here for retracement. Okay, cool. We also have the 1-to-1 ratio and a maximum Y wave target. Ooh, $493 ETH. Okay, so you really want to see it bounce in this area if we do get the bearish case scenario. I hope it makes sense what I'm sharing with you, legends, over here. So on the price of ETH, for me, it's very simple. We need to make a higher low and not tap the invalidation. Then we still have a chance for upwards momentum. And that is why it's so critical for Bitcoin to create a bullish structure. Okay, because if Bitcoin is going to start smacking down here, it's not going to look good. And I mean, ETH is the mother of all altcoins. So you can just imagine how the other altcoins are going to bleed when ETH starts losing bullish structures. Okay. Right. Can you check Vanry? I will go through some altcoins in a moment. Let me say hi to the beautiful community over here. Let me just go up a bit. I bought 400 yesterday, but I fear people are shifting to bullish too quickly. Go Trump and devil. Mr. Gold Star, Mr. 100. Mr. 100, I asked you yesterday, are you the Mr. 100 that keeps on buying 100 Bitcoin at a time? And yesterday you bought 400. I bought 400 yesterday, but I fear people are shifting to bullish too quickly. Right. Can you check Vanry? I will go through that in a moment. Please, can you check XRP after latest fall? Yes, I can go check XRP, that guy. Mr. Gold Star Crypto. Haha, sorry, buddy. I'm just getting back into the swing of things since my holiday. Yes, I hope you had a great holiday. I remember you telling me that you're taking a little bit of a break. I'm down massively on the holdings portfolio and lost my trades in the drop. Yeah, I mean, I've seen a lot of people, some personal messages, a lot of people trading this structure here without a stop loss. Okay, I've seen a lot of people trade this structure here from a swing position perspective without a stop loss. Oof, not good, legends, really not good. You need to have clear invalidations. Remember what I always tell everyone here on the channel. Okay, this is my goal for everyone. Okay, make friends with this tool. Okay, the 3 W's. The 3 W's or the W3s. Why am I entering? Where is my risk management? And where do I plan to take profits? And if you cannot tick all 3, you should not enter the trade. Okay, please guys, you know, we need to exercise great risk management. Okay, let me take this out the way. Clean up the brushes, go through some more comments. Can you check Altcoin is a new one, right? I'll see if I can do that. Mr. Sin Games, welcome. Never enter a trade without invalidation. Yes, I 100% agree with you. Okay, I'm down 50%, but I handle it fine this time. We will gain out our loss back. Stay calm. Okay, if you can stay calm and you can control your emotions, great. Okay, I've often well, let me rephrase it. I think I spoke about it yesterday as well. Legends, you can be the best technical analyst the world has ever seen. Okay, you can know Elliott wave theory inside and out. You can know everything about swing failure patterns. You can be the most awesomest analyst that the world has ever seen. Okay, but from a psychology perspective, if you cannot master your emotions, that tug between greed and fear and risk management, you will fail. Okay, there's there's a one podcast that I listened to the other day that said that even if the best trader in the world shared his trading strategy, okay, word for word, people will still fail using that trading strategy because it's about mastering your emotions, the psychology behind the game. Okay, it's all about the psychology. Can you achieve risk management? Because if you think you're really good in technical analysis, you might use more risk, you might use more capital. You don't apply risk, you start trading without stop losses, you get cocky, and I can tell you now, the market is here to humble you. Really, it is here to humble you. If it was so easy, no one would trade with a stop loss. And I can tell you now, everyone trading without a stop loss burn their accounts at some point. Right, legends. That range low and that range high strategy that I always talk about, I just want to show everyone again how powerful that strategy is. I thought about it this morning, and I mean, now again, it's actually, lesson learned. Now again, it looks like it's playing out to perfection again, right? When you have a range low and a range high strategy, so you basically have a pump to the upside. Let's use this one as an example, and you have a range low. The rule states you're only supposed to tap it once and price needs to move away. If you tap it multiple times, you come and fill the inefficiency. It happened so many times, right? Here is another one. You have a pump, you form a range low, you tap it for a second time, you come and fill the inefficiency. Look how powerful it is, right? Here's one that actually played out to perfection. Okay, you have a range low, You tap it for the first time, price needs to move away. That's the rule. Price needs to move away. And it didn't tap it again, right? It only started tapping it when these range lows got filled over here. So the range low is an extremely powerful strategy that a lot of traders use. So I just thought I'd share it with you guys as well, because it also now played out on the larger time frames. So if I go here onto the daily, right? And always, sometimes I need to tell myself, devil, yes, you should have learned that lesson a long time ago, okay? When we made this low, I told everyone in my stream, you know, I was the one that told everyone, and then I didn't listen to myself, hoping that the structure is going to be bullish here to the upside. I said, guys, we have tapped the range low once, price needs to move away, and now we tapped it for a second time, a third time. We even consolidated below the range low, but we have not filled the inefficiency yet. And look at what happened. Yes, we got a bounce, and now we filled the inefficiency to perfection. So the inefficiency is now filled. Okay, right. So that's actually a bullish sign for now, right? We just need to hold this low, not take this low again. Okay, so you guys can see how this plays out on the larger time frames, and also how it plays out during the smaller time frames. And now what we see here is on the 15-minute. Let me go onto the 15-minute, and there's another range high, or range high that's now playing out like I've discussed now, potentially. Okay, you have a range high, you have a drop to the downside, you form your first pullback. Some people refer to this as the dead cat bounce. You tapped it once, price needed to move away. It didn't. It tapped it for a second time, even price consolidated above. It looked like price wanted to fall down, and now it's on its way up to come and fill the inefficiency, right? Unfortunately, nothing's guaranteed. Nothing is 100%, but it looks like this is now what's happening in reverse here on the price of Bitcoin. Smash the like for the 𝗬𝗍𝘆. The alpha is too good. Thank you so much, Mr. Crypto. Big brains. Thanks for the support over here. I appreciate it. Hi 𝗬𝗍𝘆. Welcome. I see you here often in the live stream. Okay. That like is smashed. Thank you so much, Mr. Goldstar. I appreciate it. Right, legends. So that is basically the alpha I wanted to share over here. Okay. So, I mean, I don't give signals on my group. I don't like to give signals from a trading perspective, but I mean, you know, we are trading outside the trend over here with good risk management. There's a high probability to come and fill this inefficiency. So you know what to do, you know, good risk management. Please, guys, you know, tight stop losses. Don't risk more than what you can afford to lose. Don't think that it's that one trade that's just going to double your account, okay? And I think that's the mentality most people need to get over, is that this trade, okay, I'm going to make everything back that I've lost. No, okay, you're going to get yourself wrecked, because if price goes against you, big hole in your account. And now now the next trade you want to make even bigger, because now you've burned a big hole in your account, okay, if the price action doesn't play out here to the upside. Right, legends. Okay, so I am, you know, just purely from a technical perspective, I'm tracking this momentum here to the upside. Okay, I'm tracking this momentum here to the upside. And depending on how price plays out over here, I would like to see a potential bounce on this trend for continuation to the upside. Just keeping it very simple over here, okay? And let's see if we do have some levels to watch out for. Okay, so let me switch on point of controls, some daily levels, and weekly levels. Let's see what we've got. Okay. We've actually smashed through this weekly level, or this daily, weekly, and naked point of control at exactly the same level. We literally cut through it like butter, but I left it there because I know usually when you just smash through a level like it doesn't even exist, if price turns around and it comes back to that level like it did over here, it can offer resistance like what it's doing, or like what it did over here. It offered some nice resistance, pull back here to the downside, and now we broke through it. Okay, we flipped it into support, and now we broke the trend, and it looks like momentum wants to continue here to the upside to come and fill the inefficiency. Okay, another thing that I've noticed is that when I zoom out here, I just want to close some of these levels. Okay, when I zoom out here, let's go onto the 1 hour time frame. And you take a fib, it just looks so messy at the moment. I just want to clean up some of these levels. Okay, that looks better. Right, when you take a fib here from the high to the low, okay, now we have some areas of confluence. So if I switch my point of controls back on and my daily levels and stuff is already on, now we start looking for some confluence. And I know one of those levels that I just deleted here, okay, let's do this, right? There's the value area low that we've lost off the range as well. Okay, so if we do find some momentum up here, you can see that pivot over here, okay, at the 50% fib level. When you start building confluences with a specific pivot at a fib level, okay, we also have a naked point of control below, we have a naked point of control above, and we have this value area high, okay. I would like to see us close the CME gap, which has perfect confluence with the 0.618. If you find momentum here to the upside and you reject, okay, failing to get acceptance back inside the range that we've lost, you reject by the 618, you fill the CME gap, and then when price comes down, okay, you want to see a higher low for continuation to the upside, because there's definitely the possibility that you come and sweep the lows once again. Okay, really dangerous for Ethereum, but I mean, we just have to always look at both sides of the coin. Right, what else, legends? Let me go and have a look at some altcoins for everyone over here. Liking the tune today, good vibes. Thank you, Mr. Goldstar. Right, so we've looked at ETH, and like I mentioned yesterday during my live stream, Link still looks great, okay? From all the altcoins that's taking this beating here to the downside with a drop here on Bitcoin, there's a couple of alts that still looks really great. Link still looks great from a macro perspective. I mean, it's tapped the 786, which is a great bouncing area. There is massive support above these bear market highs. Can you guys see the bear market highs? This massive consolidation area over here where Link just went up and down and up and down and up and down and didn't do anything, and then all of the sardines, it got a breakout here to the upside, massive breakout. It's now come to test this area again. Okay, so you want to see this area hold, RS flip. You flipped resistance into support. You failed to break this area for years, okay, since 2022 up until 2023. So maybe, you know, not years, a year, right? So it's been in this consolidation for 12-18 months. It breaks through. Now you want to flip this area. It came back for the first time to test this area as support. This area now needs to hold for Link. Okay, so quite a great place for Link. It looks way better than Ethereum actually at the moment. It actually looks more bullish than Ethereum, okay, where it is still at a great bouncing area, 786. It's found support above all of these highs. So for me, Link looks great. Okay, so from a spot back perspective, I bought a little bit of Link. No financial advice, obviously. XRP, someone asked me to have a look at XRP over here. Okay, let me just clean up the chart a little bit. Right, when we were trading, okay, when we were trading over here, we broke out. I remember like it was yesterday, so many people took this long year to the upside, spotting the breakout here, okay, here on the community. And I really hope that you guys took profits, right? It was a lot of time to take profits, okay? And I remember where I said to everyone, I'm going to be patient with XRP because I want XRP to form a higher low. And XRP at the moment, with the price action that I see today, has bounced at a nice level, okay, the 786. So it has a chance. And then what I did is I'm tracking this momentum here to the downside. And now it looks like XRP wants to go, okay? It's broken the trend. It's done beautiful retests over here, obviously dependent on the price of Bitcoin. As you guys can see over here, beautiful bounce on the 786. Also beautiful bounce, a retest of the trend line. If you guys can see, beautiful retest of the trend line over here. So let's see, okay? It looks like XRP can find some upwards momentum because this structure is actually the structure that we wanted to see on Bitcoin. And we didn't get that structure. But on some of the alts like XRP, we are still seeing bullish structures, okay? 786 is a great bouncing area, expecting more momentum here to the upside. Right, so for those of you that don't have a XRP trade open at the moment, please do not FOMO into trades, okay? I bought a little bit of XRP, not a lot. I bought a lot more Link. I bought a little bit of XRP over here. Okay, spot bag. Only spot bag. I didn't open up any swings or anything like that. I was just like, because I told everyone, if we get a retracement while we were trading here, we were trading over here, and I told everyone, if we get a retracement and we start bouncing here by the 50%, 618, 786, I'm going to buy some XRP because I missed out on this entire pump, but I'm going to be patient. Okay, and then I woke up yesterday or the morning before, I can't remember when we had the dump, and XRP was over here. Beautiful retest, and I bought some. Okay. Right. So that is the quick and dirty analysis here on XRP. Okay. Right, and this potentially looks like a little breakout here, and it looks like it wants to continue momentum here to the upside. What I would do is, because you never guaranteed that we're going to take the high, is that I would take a fib from the high to the low, right? And you have to pay yourself, okay? 50%, 786. We do have some resistance, a lot of resistance here by the 0.88, because you just never guaranteed that you're going to get this. Sometimes what happens is it taps one of these major FIP levels in confluence with these consolidation areas. The 618 and the 50% actually looks very strong from a resistance perspective, and then price falls down. And then you're like, crap, I should have taken profits. I should have paid myself, and you didn't because you're greedy. You know, the tuck between fear and greed. Okay. What else? Let's go through some more comments over here. I have a trade already open. I do not want to close. That guy. Okay, is it on XRP? Non-devil, hoe gaan het vanaand? Baie goed, dankie. Kan nie kla nie. Ian, welcome to the live stream. I've got some fellow South Africans here speaking Afrikaans to me. Hi, Devil, please check 𝗖𝗿𝘆𝗽. Okay, let's go and analyze some altcoins for the community. Why not? 𝗖𝗿𝘆𝗽 USDT. Right, I do have it here somewhere. 12%. Whew, what a nice pump here to the upside. Okay, first let's go to the daily time frame. Okay, you can see that I have done some analysis in the past, right? I can take some of these things out to just clean it up a little bit. Okay, obviously we've lost strength, we found downwards momentum. Most important is the structure still bullish? Okay. Okay, even from a lock perspective. Okay, from a logarithmic perspective, we haven't tapped the 0.88, and it's all just a game of probabilities. Usually, okay, when you tap the 0.88, you increase the probabilities that you could get a bounce, you reject by the 618, and then you come and take the low, right? But we're very close over there, and I'll get back to 𝗖𝗿𝘆𝗽 in a moment. I wanted to show you guys this as well. Let me just clean up Bitcoin here. I'm not sure if you guys remember, okay? Where was it? Let me think. It was during one of these structures here that we broke to the downside. Was it this one? Was it this one? Can you guys see what happened here? I think it was during one of my live streams. It was either this structure. I think it was this structure over here where I said, Legends, it actually played out to perfection. Okay, we came down and we tapped the 0.88. Okay, this price action wasn't there yet, and I said, guys, we're going to retrace till the 618 and we're going to take the low. There, it played out. I just wanted to show everyone an example. Usually when you tap the 0.88, okay, it increases probabilities that you're going to take the low. And that's exactly what happened. You know, here's a perfect example on the price of Bitcoin, because I remember talking about this in my stream. This price action wasn't here yet, right? We tapped the 0.88, we retraced to the 618, and we took the low. And we even went down further, but that's besides the point, is that this scenario plays out very often. Okay, so here on the price of 𝗖𝗿𝘆𝗽, what I don't want to see, okay, and I know it's got some bullish candle here to the upside, and hopefully it will remain bullish to the upside. I mean, Bitcoin needs to play ball over here, is that if I go onto the regular scale, the scale that everyone uses to trade with, you can see that we have tapped a 0.88. I don't like that, right? So it could be a scenario where, yes, you can find upwards momentum. You reject by the 618 and you go take the low. Okay, but if you're day trading it, right? And even on the logarithmic scale, we almost tapped it. Okay, so it still looks like it has a chance on the log scale. We haven't tapped the 0.88 yet, right? So I mean, it has a chance. It has a chance to recover from where it is at the moment, right? The 0.88 is not a guarantee that it has to take the low. It's just it's a game of probabilities. There's just a higher probable chance that you're going to take the low as soon as you tap the 0.88. Never guaranteed, just a game of probabilities. Okay, so I mean, what you want to see is the break of that trend from a higher time frame perspective, and I'm here on the daily chart. So what you could do is you're going to go onto smaller time frames, right? Just keeping the analysis simple over here, and you want to see a break of, a break of this trend over here. Okay, you want to see a break of that trend, because what could potentially happen over here, it looks really, really bullish, it taps the trend and it rejects again. Okay, hopefully it forms a higher low and it tries again. Right, so for me, where 𝗖𝗍𝗍𝗽 is at the moment, okay, it does look like a SFP here from the low, but this is just a no trading zone for me here at the moment. Okay, if you wanted to attempt a swing failure pattern from 𝗖𝗍𝗍𝗽, okay, should have entered there, but I mean, that's a big stop loss, right? That's a 20% stop loss. There's no ways. There's no ways. Okay, I don't enter with 20% stop losses. Okay. Right, just thank you. XRP entry 49, that guy, 49 cents on XRP, that's absolutely fantastic. Okay, 49 roundabout here, so you entered roundabout here, not a bad entry. Okay, not a bad entry. Let's see if the momentum can continue here to the upside. Right, legends, unfortunately, that is all I have time for today. I hope you guys enjoyed the alpha over here. Smash up the like on your way out. Sorry, I can't get to all the requests and the altcoin requests. I promise I will do a longer live stream maybe during the week. I will let you guys know. Unfortunately, I've run out of time today. So smash up the like, hit subscribe for future notifications. And I will check you guys in the next one. Cheers for now.